It is Monday night, and we are here live in the Madhouse with the Maverick Soul Hour with Tommy Maher. I'd like to welcome you all to the show. Say hello to all my peoples out there. I hope you had a good week. It's been a so-so week, so let me start off with the bad news. Excuse me. We lost a real American hero today, and his name is Richie Havens. And I can only tell you that I was at Woodstock, and I can't even tell you how much this guy has, come into all of our lives with actually making up a song on the stage, tuning his guitar, which was called Freedom. And I actually saw him probably 2 years ago, I believe, out on the island here. And he was actually better than he's ever been. And I know my good buddy Bob Christopher was a very close friend of his. Bob, I'm sorry for the loss. I'm sorry for the world for the loss of Richie Havens, because, God, if there was anybody that could ever promote this right here, it was Richie Havens. It was he was quite a man, and he loved people, and he was just something that this world really needs nowadays. And we don't have enough Richie Havens in the world, and it's really, really a loss to the world that Richie's gone. So, Richie, please rest in eternal peace forever and all of eternity, and we will all carry you with us through the rest of our lives. I know I certainly will, and God bless you, and thank you for all that you gave us. So that's the sad part of the news. I also want to make an announcement about a benefit for the town of Amityville on Long Island. It is for it's called Rock for Relief. It's going to be on Thursday at 5 o'clock at the Revolution Bar at the corner of Merrick Road, which is Montauk Highway, and 110, Route 110. Take Route 110 all the way south to the end. You're there. Please bring a can of non-perishable food. It's 16 years old and older to come in. And please do what you can. There's a little donation, I think, to come in, but there's going to be actually a lot of bands. Actually, my band was asked today to do it. I don't know if we're going to do it yet because I haven't contacted the band yet. But please go down and see what you can do to help out the town of Amityville. They were completely destroyed with down on the water. So whatever you can do, please go down and help them out because they need a little help. I also want to talk about something new. I don't know if any of you guys heard it last week, but I started a radio show with Vicki Mealy, and we're going to be doing that on Tuesdays and Thursdays at 12 o'clock noon, and it's going to be really some good stuff from the old school of rock and roll. It won't be any of that poppy stuff, I can guarantee you that. So tune into that. We'll be on tomorrow at 12 to 1. We'll probably end up changing the times as we go, but I want everybody to, know about it. And if you got a lunch hour, you can tune in. And actually, we have an app, I believe, that you could just hit, and it can go right on your car radio from your phone. Maybe I can get back to you a little on that later because I'm not too savvy with that stuff. Also, I want to tell you guys, I can't tell you enough about our reality TV here at Madhouse for $4.99. And I'm really going to talk to not just people that have things that they can do, but bands. I mean, I don't know why you guys aren't signing up. $4.99. You go into a club and you're playing for 30 to 60 people on a good night where you can, for $4.99, play to 74 countries in the world. So I think you're all crazy for not doing that. I know I'm going to do it. And anybody that has any kind of talent. I mean, look where these other reality shows go, and there's not a lot of talent there, if you know what I mean. Bunch of sisters and stuff, but hey, look where it got them. They're multimillionaires, so you never know. We got little Frank Prince on here. He's doing his thing. So, Frank, I saw your show the other day. I loved when you fell off the tricycle. It was pretty damn funny. I don't know if you meant to do that, but that was pretty funny. But you have to stay out of the shade. You were recording in the shade. But Frank's a good man, And you can check him out, too. He's called the Myron J. Show. And Frank's a good guy. But, look into the reality TV and do what, if you guys have a band, you want to promote yourself, that's how you promote yourself. We're going to take a quick little break, and we'll be right back with the Maverick Soul. So get yourself tight, hang in there, we'll be right back.
Hey, I'm Tom Mealy. I'm with Madhouse TV. This guy just walked up the steps. I don't know what is the story with you?
I'm comedian Frank Prince.
Hey, what the hell do you want here?
I want my own reality TV show.
You think you're funny enough?
Hell yeah.
Well, how much money you got?
Short arms and deep pockets.
You think you can make it?
I'm the Myron J. Show.
You think?
I think.
All right.
I know.
We're going to give him a shot this spring here on Madhouse TV. Tune in and wait for
Frank Prince, the Myron J. Show.
There you go. We'll see you this spring. We got a ton of new shows coming up. My pal Frank Prince, great comedian. Wait to see him. Tune in to Madhouse TV this spring. Have a wonderful day.
Brooklyn's best locksmith and hardware.
We have 3 of the largest showrooms of safes on display and in stock. You can see and touch them in person instead of browsing a catalog. We carry gun and rifle safes, burglary safes, jewelry safes, fire rated from a half hour to 2 hour. Famous name brands.
We sell Gardol.
We sell AMSAC.
The new AMSAC touchscreen.
If you're ever in need of a safe, think Brooklyn's best locksmith and hardware. Right, Lockie?
That's right, Alan.
You know you already want a Toyota, but when you want more from your Toyota store, you want Smithtown Toyota, where every Toyota comes with Smithtown Toyota's Toyota for Life program, giving you lifetime New York State inspections, lifetime 10% discounts on all parts and service, 2 years of complimentary oil changes, 2 years of scheduled maintenance, and more, all at no cost to you, plus low clear-out deals on every Toyota in stock. Get more from your Toyota store. Hurry to Smithtown Toyota.
For professional motorcycle transport and towing, think Kickstart Fabrications Motorcycle Towing. Proudly serving all of Long Island, we feature expert handling and 24/7 service. So send a limo for your toy with Kickstart Fabrications Motorcycle Towing.
Old Spice body spray will make you feel so powerful to blow your mind right in front of your face.
Goodbye.
Oh no! It's like power.
Automatic freshness, softness, and static control has never been easier with the Bounce Dryer Bar. I just stick it to the inside of my dryer, and I never have to remember.
Oh, Old Spice body spray makes you smell like power! It's so powerful it sells itself in other people's commercials. You smell like outdoor freshness.
You smell like power.
Yeah, I do. Power! Power!
Try this routine to feel fresh and clean. Pair Charmin Fresh Mates with your Charmin.
Oh, Old Spice body spray is too powerful to stay in its own commercial. That's right. Power!
We are back here with the Maverick Soul, and we are in the madhouse. And believe me, tonight, this is a madhouse. My boys over here got welcome to Long Island with the traffic, and they just walked in the door right now. So if you see me floundering a little bit, looking for somewhere to go, that's where I was. So I would like to introduce the band now. Well, first of all, I'd like to introduce my good buddy, my main man over here, Donnie, who owns and is the publisher of Rag, which is a music magazine in New Jersey, which probably most of New Jersey, right?
Yeah, it covers most of New Jersey. We run from Keyboard through Toms River.
Right. Okay.
But we do mail it out to Old Bridge and other places.
And Donnie's been on the show before, and he was kind enough to bring back these big guns here of a band that has been around a long time and actually got there. They did get there. In the early 90s, they were one of the most popular bands on the East Coast, and the band is called China White. So, Donnie, why don't you do the introductions?
Absolutely. These are the two founding members of China White. To my immediate right, I have Paul Galazewski, drummer.
I would have never got that one.
Right.
Drummer, percussionist, and you would have done all right.
Well, he's Polish, right?
Polak, yeah.
Me too. Jak tam wszystko porządku. Dzień dobry, pan.
And
Dobrze.
to my far right, we have the lead singer, songwriter, guitar player, fiddle player, Josh Zuckerman, not the Facebook Zuckerman, as was already asked.
Zuckerberg. I think it's Zuckerberg.
Yeah, that's true. That's Zuckerberg.
You kind of look a little like him too.
I do. Well, because I have his money. That's why. I'm just kidding.
That's cool. You can hang out.
Kidding.
In the China White days, he didn't look anything like him.
So let's go back and let's start. How did it all start with you guys?
Wow. Me and the original guitarist Pete Irwin were in a previous band together, and then the guitarist / bass player, or the singer / bass player had left. So we decided to put out and let's interview for a new singer and bass player. So we put an ad in. At the time, it was EC Rocker, which is now the Aquarian, and Josh had responded to an ad, came down, and played us some cassette tape. I think we actually met at your house.
Yeah. I actually just came from St. Louis, and I was looking for a band, and I had a bunch of songs that I wrote, and I was looking for a band, and I looked in the Aquarian and saw that they were looking for a singer, so.
And that was a while ago, right?
23 years ago?
Yep.
Wow, you guys look so young, man. You guys are doing good.
We were 5 at the time.
Yeah, exactly.
The Musketeers, right?
They're missing a few accoutrements.
No, they look young. They look like they're in their
Thank
early
you. Well, it's
20s.
the light and the makeup artist. Thank you. We appreciate it.
Cool. So, I mean, you guys actually did just about, you were there, right?
I think we had a fairly decent amount of success at that time. Competition back then was a little more stringent, I think, than it is today. Today there seems to be more of a camaraderie.
Today it's like a luck of the draw kind of thing. If someone spots you on YouTube or something,
yeah, there was no YouTube. There was, back then there was flyering. We used to go out in flyer cars to get to the shows, and physically cutting and pasting, letters and stuff like that.
Yeah. We used to use Etch-a-Sketch. That's what we used.
So we didn't have any of that technology, but there was a lot of great bands that we performed with back then.
Yeah.
And we were fortunate to be able to play on a lot of shows and get to a certain amount of level of success.
And we were always humble back then. We really didn't know until later on, as we got older, that people said how we influenced them, and people knew who we were back then.
Well, I know people around here know of you because I in telling just around the circuit here and telling them, oh God, yeah, those guys were great. And I mean,
we're running into people constantly that are still playing in bands or not, or still seeing me play because I'm still playing and rocking out and whatever, and people are just like, oh, I remember that band China White, yeah, and then we'd say describe the sound, and we played The Devil Went Down to Georgia, oh, that was you.
I watched that video. Actually.
Yeah, you did.
So
cool. It's kind of cool that we actually did some.
And you played a lot of big clubs. I mean, the Stone Pony. I mean,
oh yeah,
that's no little time stuff.
I got to open up for my favorite artist because of this man here.
That's what I wanted to get to. I mean, they're being a little modest, okay? During my time when I was working with these guys, I was doing their managing, booking, and stuff like that. We had shows where we opened up for Joan Jett. We've opened up for Warrant.
Long Island Girl.
We opened up for Warrant. We opened up for Dee Snider with Widowmaker.
Long Island Guy.
We were the backing band of Stuttering John for
Long Island Guy.
For a Howard Stern party.
Long Island Guy.
We opened up for Kicks, and we had a lot of crazy not Long Island,
but I got to tell you, I was at Kiss's first show.
Kicks.
Oh, it is
not Kiss. Okay. Let me clarify that.
I was at Kiss's first show ever.
Really?
Wow. It was in a little club in Amityville, New York.
Really?
It was called the Daisy.
Wow.
There's videotapes of that, isn't there?
Huh?
I think there are videotapes of that, the first show. Kiss.
It has to be in 16 millimeter. Or
Oh
something.
yeah, I'm sure. Yeah.
I was, God, I think it was probably 16 or something like that. I don't know.
I think that's the show that Gene Simmons said there was a pregnant woman in the audience, and he came and sat on her lap.
Well, I'll tell you a quick story. A friend of mine that I grew up with, her daughter, I was on the computer or something, and she called me and she said, Tommy, you got to help me out, because they live in Maryland. And she said, my daughter and her husband are in Gene Simmons' house right now. And when he asked them where she was from, she said, Amityville. He goes, oh, that's where we did our first show. But he couldn't remember the name. So she said, could you tell me the name of the place? And I said, it was the Daisy. And made Gene's, he was so happy that he finally remembered the name of the place. But
that's awesome.
Because my brother came, we had an apartment right next door to the place. And my brother came running up, he goes, you got to see this. These guys are wearing makeup. And I'm like, what? Makeup? And I'm like, get out of here. He goes, I'm not kidding, they're wearing makeup. So I got to see this. So we go down, and all they had was eyeliner. That's all they had. And it was like, oh my God, are you kidding me? It was like, you know.
They had guy liner, not eyeliner.
Well,
guy liner.
They got the money liners now. So. Simmons is a smart dude.
Yeah, see it? Good businessman.
Smart man. So let's get back to you guys. So
yes,
you started. You were playing 3 times a week. Stone Pony.
We
all
were
the big clubs.
Honestly, we were a very dedicated band as far as we rehearsed. Was it 3 or 4 nights a week, like a job? You know,
well, that's how it should be.
It was, and it was religious, to us. We really made sure that we practiced, and then, in addition to playing the shows on the weekends.
Because back then you wanted to be a seasoned player. It wasn't like it is today,
Right.
where you just
I know exactly
you get lucky, and you just we knew that we wanted to hone
But
in
when
on
you went on
practice.
stage, you were tight, right?
Yeah, we were starting to get tight.
That's what rehearsals do. Guys, that's what rehearsals do. You got to rehearse.
I think they were ignoring you, Tommy.
No, I'm not talking. I'm talking to the camera.
Oh.
I'm talking to my friends in bands that I've been in many bands.
Which camera are we looking at? Are we looking at any camera?
I think you're on 2.
We're on 2. 2? Hi 2. No? Oh, it's either way?
I mean, honestly,
get my good side of this.
The biggest thing was when we had started working with another gentleman who was trying to get us to kind of create our sound. And then by chance, we had given Dom, who was working at a record store at the time, a ticket to come see us for free. And then he did, and then he also talked about he used to manage bands. So we're like, oh, why don't you come out and check us out? So he said later on we found out he felt a little bit guilty that we gave him the free ticket.
I wasn't going to go because I'm like, oh, great, another band to check out. Fastlane Wednesday night. What's going on? But then I'm like, but they might be charged for this ticket. So I said, I should go. And it was probably one of the better decisions I've ever made because I fell in love with them when I heard them play.
Yeah, right.
Josh is a terrific songwriter now and back then.
Aw, thank you.
Well, that's cool. And, we can maybe sell some of your stuff tonight here,
Oh, that's very cool.
We're in 74 countries. A lot of people watching you right now. A lot of big producers watching this show right now. So
that's
you're
good.
going to check these guys out. They're going to play a little acoustic stuff for you later.
Yeah.
So, but now now I know you had a tragedy in the band.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, just to give you a little bit of a history, we we were together for over 10 years. Constantly playing, whatever. And then after losing some of the members in the band, meaning just like losing them to just marriage and whatnot, just didn't work out. I took a little hiatus, which ended up being like a longer hiatus. And basically at that point, I just wanted to just travel the world and just find myself. I was kind of tired of the music business, and I wanted to do something totally just outside of the music business. So I ended up traveling into international organization, which was a musical. So I couldn't keep away from music too long. But anyway, so I traveled for a couple years around the world, and then.
Now, can I ask you something? No,
sure.
Were you writing while you were traveling?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely, I was. And I said to myself, I just want to stay away from the music business altogether. But
that's cool.
only
that's
two months. Yeah, but 2 months it was back. It's like it's. I learned it's part of who I am.
Yeah,
I can never let it go.
Exactly where you're coming from.
Yeah.
Because I just
it's my passion. It's which is great because anyone out there who has a passion, they just need to do it regardless of because you want to be famous, because you want to be wealthy.
Do what you love.
Do it exactly. That's the best thing ever.
It's not And I always say people are so lucky when they can do what they really enjoy doing, and not many people can.
No.
I worked at a job for 45 years. It was a great job. I made decent salary, and but Did I love it? No. I mean, there's a lot of other things I would have rather do. So, I mean, those people are very blessed. I mean, you guys,
Yeah.
anything can happen, I mean, and you guys are young. I mean, you still got a long way to go.
Well, thank you.
I mean, I'm up there, and I'm still doing 2 bands, so. And
amazing.
this and
It
everything
is.
else.
It's awesome. Why not? It's absolutely. So basically, after taking a break and whatnot, after traveling, I came back and I've always wanted to be a solo artist, and nothing to do with I loved the experience in China White and whatnot, but I was just I think growing up my idols were solo artists. Joan Jett was one of them. It was just the kind of thing. So I was always curious, do I have enough confidence to do something like that now in my life? So it's more something for me to just try it out, and stuff. So I did, and then after I think Paul took on the whole marriage. He did.
Family,
family thing for a while.
Family.
And we just really lost contact. We didn't talk for
when he
10 years.
When he first came back from the group, we had in 1999 we had a reunion show because he was gone on the road for pretty much 2 years, and we were at the Birch Hill at the time in Old Bridge. I believe we opened up for Firehouse, believe it or not, at that time, and we had such a great response. We're like, oh, maybe we should kind of keep doing this. So then we tried one other show, but then everybody started kind of also. It wasn't the band anymore. Music had changed a lot also, and it's like he was starting to do some solo stuff. We weren't really focusing like we had in the past. Right. So everybody kind of started doing other things. Like I said, I got married and I had some kids, and our bass player was moving out to Arizona. Our guitarist had some kids, and he was focusing on DJ career, and Josh was really focusing on his own solo career. So after that first reunion show, we tried to kind of make it work again, and it just didn't. At that point, then we really lost touch with each other. Pretty much everybody, except for for me and the guitarist we see, who still lives here, and then the bass player, which was my best friend at the time. It's still one of my best friends. Moved to Arizona, but it wasn't the same. So we all just kind of lost touch.
The chemistry's gone.
Yeah, for about 10 years, and then I guess it was 2010, late 2009. My son, who was starting to get interested in music, started going through, and he got the what do you call it, Rock Band for the Nintendo or the Wii, and started really getting into music.
Suck Dad back in.
Yeah, well, he did that, but then I had all these boxes of all this China White stuff, letters, fan letters, and newspapers. There was no internet back then to scan all this stuff, so I had boxes and boxes and stuff, and he started going through. He was like, "Wow, Dad, you're on this magazine cover, and wow, you're in this newspaper, you guys were kind of famous." I'm like, it might be kind of cool that now that we have this technology, maybe I'll make a Facebook page. And I really did it just to preserve the memories of China White, because I had all this stuff. So I did, and I think within a weekend, we had 300 people following the page, and they're China White's getting back together, doing a reunion show, and all this stuff. We haven't even talked in 10 years at this point, and next thing you know, there's all this talk about doing a reunion show. So Dom, of course, calls us and says, "Guys, there's a lot of buzz. You should make this happen." So he got us on a radio interview at that time, and me and Josh hadn't even talked to each other in 10 years at that point.
It was it's funny because we're best friends growing up too, as well. And then when I did my solo career thing for a little bit, I was interviewed for some magazine and whatnot, and they asked me questions about my past. And China White was in my 20s, and in my as a lot of us can remember certain times in our lives, maybe they weren't the best. As far as when you're in your 30s, you know yourself better than your 20s. So when they asked me about my past and my life and whatever, I kind of just was like, well, it wasn't that the best time of my life. And the way they worded it, I think, I don't even remember the article, but apparently it got back to them, and they were really hurt by it, thinking that I just was totally dissing my experience of 10 years it was our livelihood, it was like a family. So they were a little bit disappointed, and they kind of just didn't really talk to me for 10 years. It was 10 years or so. Yeah. And it was kind of crazy, and then it was all a misunderstanding. So that's another thing out there for people, these people who don't talk, and it's a total misunderstanding just to...
Yeah, I agree with you.
Yeah.
It's a journey, but, you were meant to be where you are right now.
Exactly.
There's no question about it.
Yeah, and the funny thing is that, it's not even funny, that's not the word at all, because what happened was we did do another reunion show with Phil Caraselli, which is, God rest his soul, our guitarist at that time, and he was in a tragic, he was in a car accident and lost his life, and at that point, I just remember seeing even, Paul in his element, just how happy he was playing the drums again. I know that he was, going through some tough times at home and whatnot, so I just was, really happy that he was doing what he loved, and so I was still doing my solo stuff, releasing CDs and traveling and touring and whatever. And so I just approached him at that time because my drummer was on his way out. And I thought, hey, Paul, would you be interested? And I was really nervous, honestly, to do this because here we came in a band situation where all of us, our opinions were, each of us had 25% it's like our opinions, and stuff. And then it's like, well, would you be willing to play with me, And he actually was. He was totally cool. And he's, to this day, he's still playing, so it's awesome.
That's great. All right, we're going to take a little break, and we're going to come back with the big stuff coming up. We're going to do a little live stuff here, right, guys?
Yep. Sure.
Acoustic stuff?
Absolutely.
And you didn't bring any electric clips, did you?
No, we bought a DVD, but there's no way to sync that up.
Okay. Well, anyway, check out this band, China Whii. Go to YouTube and see them electric because I don't want you to think that they are just acoustic band. They are an electric band. And check them out on YouTube, China Whii. And we'll be right back with the Maverick Soul, so get yourself tight. We're coming up with some live stuff with the boys here. Be right back with the Maverick Soul.
This is Beth.
Hi.
Oh, congratulations. When are you due?
I'm not pregnant.
Oh, look at that. Excuse me.
You're totally thin.
You look very sexy.
For life's bleachable moments, all it takes is 3/4 of a cup.
One resident describes her horrifying experience when she first realized the complex was on fire.
I got bronchitis. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time. Ain't nobody got time. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time. Ain't nobody got time. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time. Ain't nobody got time. Ain't nobody got time for that. Well, I woke up to go give me a cold pop. Then I thought somebody was barbecuing. I said, oh Lord Jesus, it's a fire. Then I ran out. I didn't grab no shoes or nothing. Jesus, I ran for my life. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time. Ain't nobody got time. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time. Ain't nobody got time. Ain't nobody got time for that. I said, oh Lord Jesus, it's a fire. I said, oh Lord Jesus, it's a fire. I said, oh Lord Jesus, it's a fire. Jesus, 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 it's a fire. Oh Lord Jesus, it's a fire. I said, oh Lord Jesus, it's a fire. I said, oh Lord Jesus, it's a fire. Jesus, 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 Jesus. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time. Ain't nobody got time. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time. Ain't nobody got time. Ain't nobody got time for that.
When your cable's on the fritz, you get frustrated. When you get frustrated, your daughter imitates. When your daughter imitates, she gets thrown out of school. When she gets thrown out of school, she meets undesirables. When she meets undesirables, she ties the knot with undesirables. And when she ties the knot with undesirables, you get a grandson with a dog collar. Don't have a grandson with a dog collar. Get rid of cable and upgrade to DirecTV. Call 1-800-DirecTV.
Hey, I'm Tom Mealy. I'm with Madhouse TV. This guy just walked up the steps. I don't know what is the story with you?
I'm comedian Frank Prince.
Hey, what the hell do you want here?
I want my own reality TV show.
You think you're funny enough?
Hell yeah.
Well, how much money you got?
Short arms and deep pockets.
You think you can make it?
I'm the Myron J. Show.
You think?
I think.
All right.
I know.
We're going to give him a shot this spring here on Madhouse TV. Tune in and wait for
Frank Prince, the Myron J. Show.
There you go. We'll see you this spring. We got a ton of new shows coming up. My pal Frank Prince, great comedian, Wait to see him. Tune in to Madhouse TV this spring. Have a wonderful day.
For professional motorcycle transport and towing, think Kickstart Fabrications Motorcycle Towing. Proudly serving all of Long Island, we feature expert handling and 24/7 service. So send a limo for your toy with Kickstart Fabrications Motorcycle Towing.
We are back live in the Madhouse with the Maverick Soul, Tommy Maher, right here at the Madhouse. I have a great band here, China Whii. And Donnie, you wanted to get a couple of plugs in there and make a couple of announcements?
Well, yeah, first thing I just wanted to talk about was on Friday, May 10th and Saturday, May 11th, there's going to be a talent show at the Traco Theater that I'm part of with the Actors Training Institute. And basically, we're looking for fresh singers. They're going to get 12 minutes each. And Maximum Vibe Studios is giving free recording time as a prize. So, you know, that's one of the things. Also wanted to mention at China Whii, we were going to have a gig on May 10th, but now we're going to have it this summer. So you can check the China Whii Facebook page out. It's going to be on the Rags Facebook page. It's going to be on my personal Facebook page under Dominic Gregoria. I'm sure it's going to be under each one of their Facebook pages, and you will be one of the first to know. So you can actually throw the word out there with 2 tickets to a lucky winner of a really tough question.
Well, you heard it here at the Maverick Soul Hour, but also, too, you had something that Josh that wanted to...
Well, Josh also is a very good solo artist.
Right.
So I wanted to bring that up. But before I forget, I did want to mention anybody, we still have a couple of spots for that talent show, 732-693-7841. Call that number. I could still get you in, and I'll give you the rules and what it costs to get in. Josh, I wanted to give him some time to talk about his solo career because, I mean, it's gone way beyond. I mean, China Whii was one thing, which was a great band. But he's done some terrific things himself. He plays all over the United States. Josh? Explain?
Thank you. Yeah. Well, I currently am working in the studio right now on my 5th CD. I did 3 CDs, which actually I was very fortunate. I had like some music videos that went to #1 on Sirius XM radio on one of the shows there, as well as some of my songs were on Kathy Griffin's My Life on the D List, and I just had some really wonderful things that opened up for me, which I was very fortunate, and I still am now. So I am in the studio currently working on my 5th solo CD, and Paul is actually on that CD as well. So it's really exciting because it's the first CD that we are actually doing something as professional as we've always wanted. Because that's one thing we missed with China Whii is we never really got a chance to do a real professional recording CD. Back then it was just like, you know, just to cut something, just to get it out there, you know. So we had some great songs in China Whii, and hopefully one day we'll get some funds to release those old songs of China Whii as professional.
Ask the people to send you some cash.
That's right. Actually, it's funny because we might ask you we might have to talk later because I'm actually doing a project. Paul actually is helping me out with this project. It's it's like Kickstarter. It's Indiegogo is another way to do it as well for independent artists who are trying to get the funds because I don't have a record label, so I'm doing everything myself. And I'm also a teacher. I teach kindergarten. So yeah, between
That's
that,
great.
yeah, thank you so much.
That's great.
Yeah. So anyway, I'm real excited about my solo stuff, and one of these songs will be off that new CD too. That's
Cool.
nice, so.
All right. Also, I want all you guys to go and hit a like button on their China Whii page, right? You got that page?
There's a page and then there's a group. The one is
Go to both of them.
Yeah, it's China Whii NJ for New Jersey because there was apparently many China Whites.
Yeah, I saw
back in the day. So we set up a China Whii NJ for New Jersey. Then we set up a fan page. It's basically just China Whii. Has a picture of our guitarist who passed away. A picture of him as the cover
guy,
photo.
right?
Yeah,
the main guy.
Right.
Yeah.
And while that's being mentioned, we miss Phil Caroselli terribly. He came into the fold after I had already left, and he was like the glue that kept the band together for the reunions, because he was more excited than the original members
Right.
to get the whole reunion thing going.
Fresh blood.
Right. And Paul is involved in quite a few projects himself.
Yeah.
He's endorsed by Vic Firth.
Yeah, Vic Firth drumsticks. You know, it's funny. I was talking to Josh about this back in the day when I was in my 20s. That's all I wanted was a music career, and I think I was also kind of closed-minded too. Like, but I want to be a rock star. That was it. And now, once I started performing with Josh again, I took a quite a few years hiatus as well. When my son was born, it was like, all right, well, kids' toys aren't small, so we need more room in the basement. So I put my drums away and just said, all right, well, I'm going to put these away just for a couple months, and then once we clean up the basement, ended up being like 8 years that I didn't play at all. And then the China White show, it took me a little bit, quite a few weeks to kind of get back up to
Get the rust off.
All right, get up to speed. And then when Josh asked me to start performing with him, I originally came in as the backup drummer, and then his other drummer, a great guy too, was really just involved in so many projects that he just kind of felt like he needed to take a step back. So then I originally thought I was coming in as the backup drummer, and the next thing I know, I was like the full-time drummer in like 2 months.
It's like, can you learn 40 songs in like a month?
It was meant to be.
It was, and I enjoyed
And it's
it.
great that two old friends, keep
It did, and
Oh, yeah.
I enjoyed it.
It's like having your brother back.
Right.
Yeah, we reconnected as best friends again. We're like brothers, really. And since then, a lot of credit to Josh, just kind of getting me out into the scene again, opened me up to a lot of more opportunities where I'm recording with 2 or 3 other artists. I'm performing with a few other artists at different shows, and
Only with my permission, though.
but it really opened up the doors. And I said I'm probably doing more now, because I'm not like striving for it. It's just kind of coming to me now. Also doing a lot of drum clinics in elementary schools, just trying to get kids to.
We got a good buddy, Carmine.
Yeah. Oh, Carmine. Yeah. Absolutely.
Good buddy.
Fantastic.
And
guy
I don't want to cut you guys, but I
Sure.
do want to hear you guys play. So
Yep.
we're going to go to a quick commercial. We're going to set the cameras, and we're going to get these guys up on the stage here, and we're going to be right back rocking with some China White. So hang in there and stay tight. We'll be right back with the Maverick Soul.
When your cable's on the fritz, you get frustrated. When you get frustrated, your daughter imitates. When your daughter imitates, she gets thrown out of school. When she gets thrown out of school, she meets undesirables. When she meets undesirables, she ties the knot with undesirables. And when she ties the knot with undesirables, you get a grandson with a dog collar. Don't have a grandson with a dog collar. Get rid of cable and upgrade to DirecTV. Call 1-800-DirecTV.
Hey, I'm Tom Mealy. I'm with Madhouse TV. This guy just walked up the steps. I don't know what is the story with you?
I'm comedian Frank Prince.
Hey, what the hell do you want here?
I want my own reality TV show.
You think you're funny enough?
Hell yeah.
Well, how much money you got?
Short arms and deep pockets.
You think you can make it?
I'm the Myron J. Show.
You think?
I think.
All right.
I know.
We're going to give him a shot this spring here on Madhouse TV. Tune in and wait for
Frank Prince, the Myron J. Show.
There you go. We'll see you this spring. We got a ton of new shows coming up. My pal Frank Prince, great comedian. Wait to see him. Tune in to Madhouse TV this spring. Have a wonderful day.
You know you already want a Toyota, but when you want more from your Toyota store, you want Smithtown Toyota, where every Toyota comes with Smithtown Toyota's Toyota for Life program, giving you lifetime New York State inspections, lifetime 10% discounts on all parts and service, 2 years of complimentary oil changes, 2 years of scheduled maintenance, and more, all at no cost to you, plus low clear-out deals on every Toyota in stock. Get more from your Toyota store. Hurry to Smithtown Toyota.
Old Spice body spray will make you feel so powerful to blow your mind right in front of your face. Goodbye. Oh no! I don't. 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 Power!
Automatic freshness, softness, and static control has never been easier with the bounce dryer bar. I just stick it to the inside of my dryer, and I never have to remember.
Oh, Spice Body Spray makes you smell like power! It's so powerful it sells itself in other people's commercials. You smell like outdoor freshness.
You smell like power.
Yeah, I do. Power!
One resident describes her horrifying experience when she first realized the complex was on fire.
I got bronchitis. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time. Ain't nobody got time. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time. Ain't nobody got time. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time. Ain't nobody got time. Ain't nobody got time for that. Well, I woke up to go give me a cold pop. Then I thought somebody was barbecuing. I said, oh Lord Jesus, it's a fire. Then I ran out. I didn't grab no shoes or nothing. Jesus, I ran for my life. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time. Ain't nobody got time. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time. Ain't nobody got time. Ain't nobody got time for that. I said, oh Lord Jesus, it's a fire. I said, oh Lord Jesus, it's a fire. I said, oh Lord Jesus, it's a fire. Jesus, 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 it's a fire. I said, oh Lord Jesus, it's a fire. I said, oh Lord Jesus, it's a fire. I said, oh Lord Jesus, it's a fire. Jesus, 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 Jesus. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time. Ain't nobody got time. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time. Ain't nobody got time. Ain't nobody got time for that.
We are live back in the Madhouse with the Maverick Soul. I am Tommy Maher, and I have some special guests ready to do a little live stuff. They're going to do a little China White acoustically. So, without further ado, I present China White, at least part of them.
All right, this is a song that was written off our Confessions CD, and it's the title track, which is called, well, it's the first song actually. It's called A Place I Call Home, and if you hear the song live or actually on that CD, it's more of a rockin' version, but we're gonna do it acoustically.
Go to work today, hope to find a way, longing for the things I need in time will come my way. Remember yesterday, I was running with the boy inside of me. I was so afraid I'd never find a place where I belong. You were the only one that I could find. I need someone to show me how I could find myself and learn to love down inside my skin. Sometimes it's hard to tell if I will find time to sleep with peace of mind. Do I belong where I am now? Searching for a place that I call home. Searching for a place that I call home. I woke up the other day in hopes to find a way. Tell the truth, I've got to tell myself I belong, where I am now, searching for the place that I call home. Searching for the place that I call home. Searching for the place that I call home. Searching for a place that I go. Oh, 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 yeah. La 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 la.
Thank you.
Give us another one.
All right. This song is called I Fall Down. And again, acoustic version.
One now said to another, it's okay to feel this way, but attraction none I get from that discretion is recovered. Lead me to my adolescence, how it still confuses me. The further go the invitation, minded to nervous state or real fixation, not on purpose. Sometimes we're led to believe everybody else has purpose. We all get to go to Coney Island just to have a ball, little drunk, and then I start to fall down on my knees, begging you please to forgive me. This time I fall down. Don't say the words, how can I blame you for being this hurt? I fall down, I fall down. Love is one to another, while three can get a little crowded, especially if that one is the one I won't allow it. When I was 5, I would crawl on to the shop and razor's edge. Soon we must decide which way to fall. Down, down on my knees, begging you please to forgive me. This time I fall down. Don't say the words, how can I blame you for being this hurt? I fall down, I fall down. One man said to another, it's okay to feel this way, but attraction none I get from that discretion is recovered. Lead me to my adolescence, how it still confuses me. To further go the masturbation. Down, down on my knees, begging you please to forgive me. This time I fall down. Don't say the word, how can I blame you for being this hurt? I fall down, down on my knees, begging you please to forgive me. This time I fall down. Don't say the words, how can I blame you for being this hurt? I fall down, I fall down. I want it night, want it too. Why can't I want to be with you? You are lies, I am not. That is why I promise not to
All right. Keep it going. Keep it going.
All right, so this is one of my actual original songs. So again, it's joshzuckerman.com for those of you that want to check out my solo stuff. Yeah, the solo songs, yes. I said that. Okay, so we don't have to keep us. So we'll do Evaporate? We'll do that. All right, so this is one of the songs that I'm working on the CD, the next CD, and it's called Evaporate.
Your love is like a circus. I'm now the animal to tame, and I brought the best out of you. I'm left with anger, who's to blame? My head's in spinning cycles. You keep it up, go ahead and try, and I come from different fabric. It's time to hang it up to dry, and I can still see you climbing in through windows, pretending you're the one. If only I would give you another chance, but it just feels so wrong. I cannot wait for you to escape, evaporate, evaporate. All of this toxicity inside of me to inject, you see. You're no good for me. I know I must leave you. Why is it so hard? You play the role of victim, I play the demon, oh so strong. By now you ought to know me. This is my Alanis Morissette song. Keep jumping hoops to find me. I'm not telling you what you should do, and I'm taking back my freedom, getting rid of what I had tattooed. And every time you try to play superhero, I begin to yawn, and you cannot pretend to play Romeo, 'cause Juliet is gone. I cannot wait for you to escape, evaporate, evaporate. All of this toxicity inside of me to inject, you see. You're no good for me, and I know I must leave you. Why is it so hard? This thing that you call love is bringing me down. It's such a shame that it's not over, baby. This picture perfect world dressed up like a clown. I'm asking more and more for real love, baby. Your love's a three-ring circus. I know which ring comes off my finger, finger, finger. I cannot wait for you to escape, evaporate, evaporate. All of this toxicity inside of me to inject, yeah. I cannot wait for you to escape, evaporate, evaporate. All of this toxicity inside of me to inject, you see. You're no good for me. I know I must leave you. Why is it so hard? I cannot wait for you to escape, evaporate, evaporate. All of this toxicity inside of me to inject, you see. You're no good for me. I know I must leave you. Why is it so hard?
All right.
Thank you.
Sound great, man.
Thank you very much.
I'll tell you something. And Donnie, come in here. I just want to thank these guys so much, and I'll tell you something. I want to hear them electric. So you guys should go and listen to them on YouTube. China White, check out their YouTube stuff. They're going to be unbelievable, and they're coming back strong with the help of my man Donnie over here. And I just want to say, I can't wait to see you guys electric. I really, because that last song, I really dug that song a lot. I like them all, but that one, I really like that song. And see, I even got some love. I even got some love from Mr. Josh Zuckerman. All right, so here's China White. I want to just say a couple things. We got friends of ours are going to be doing 7 Turns, and our friends Rickety are going to be at 89 North on May 3rd, Friday night. They're going to be doing a CD release, I believe, there. But check it out, you guys. It's in Patchogue. Check out the Rickety and 7 Turns with my boy Neil. Neil, he's an animal, the monster. I call him the monster drummer. Crazy. But I want to thank you, Donnie. Thanks so much. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
And don't forget, pick up Donnie. If you're in Jersey, pick up his paper, The Rag. It's the hottest thing in music in Jersey, I can tell you that. And we're going to have these guys. Maybe we'll go check out your show at the Stone Pony when you go over there.
Absolutely.
That would be cool. I'd really enjoy that. So I want to say to everybody, first of all, love to Richie Havens. We love you. It's such a sad, sad day. But thanks for the memories, man. And thanks for, I can't even tell you, from Woodstock and all that. And you know. But God bless you all. Have a great week. Stay with peace, stay within yourself, and love, and be kind to people. And check these guys out, China White. Check them out. You got it right here at the Madhouse with the Maverick Soul.
You know the nighttime